in Landover, Maryland. Here's Cade York to start the ball game. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, this is Kendry Miller. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. 20 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Now it's Miller. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Seattle.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's a second and 9. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. He'll look to throw. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. 18 yards on the connection. 1st down, Washington.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, they give it to Eckler. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Washington. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Whoa! And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal. So we'll get a 2nd and goal when we return. It's the Commanders with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him. And in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jonathan Allen, the big man from the interior, with the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Now they'll set up to throw. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Julian Love brings him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Commanders 1st down. Now Brown. Room to run at the 35. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 37 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day.
And he's into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Washington. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. York. Good on the extra point. And the Commanders move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw. A pass taken in by Miller. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Back to throw. The ball comes out. It looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Tight end going in motion here. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they'll be set up now. up past the 40 with that one.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
To the air again is Daniels. That's to the sideline and intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
This drive will start on the ground, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he is taken down, but not before they're able to get it out of danger, up past the 25.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. First down, Seattle. Back to the air one more time. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that.
And he will get into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Wide open. It's Brown. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. This a 42-yard attempt. York's kick is good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And they're not going to catch up to him. He brings it all the way back. 96 yards. Touchdown, Washington. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's 2nd and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, But then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll give to Miller running right. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Run up the middle with Miller. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through...
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sanders-Still.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, Washington.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead.
And he will score again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Commanders. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. We'll start the drive with Miller. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. Now they'll set up to throw. Slant. Smith and Jigba has it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 2. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
Let's go. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A carry here for Brown. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Alert! Alert! Reload! Reload!
On 3rd down, it's Robinson.
Knight on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's
The Commanders set to kick this one away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. A pass taken in by Miller. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Back to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And the Commanders will take over at their own 15.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Brown. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A big play there for Washington. 45 yards. A give, and here comes Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Brown. Oh, yeah. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Washington. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So, here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Let's go now.
2nd and 7. I'll give on the ground. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line.
First down, Seahawks.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. The open man is Smith and Jigba. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over just shy of midfield.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it.